Okay, on that big story right now, Commerce and Industry Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is speaking presently. We'll cut straight across and listen in.
Like to make, and I'm sure by now you've also seen the sectors where the decisions have been taken. I'll leave it open for you all to interact.
And just one clarity, in defense, just that the condition for access to cutting edge, to state-of-art technology has been dropped, whereas modern technology access remains. And what's that?
See, the thought process behind that was essentially that we are spending time in defining things, we are spending time in understanding what exactly is state-of-art, what exactly is this cutting edge, what exactly is. So instead of keeping it verbose, instead of making too many things binding us down on what is it that you have to comply, by using this one word modern, we thought we are able to cover on, bring in technology which is required. And that's about it. There isn't any other thing behind the logic of dropping state of art, because these are ultimately got to be executed through the mechanisms which exist. And in the process, you're only spending time defining each. Are you complying with the definition? What exactly is the definition? Is the definition same between several ministries and all that? So we thought, keep it simple, but keep it clear. And therefore the use of the word modern, which existed before.
Yeah.
So you had the word modern and also this word state of, so it made it one more to comply with, and one more, what is it that you're complying with? What exactly is it? And therefore we thought we should simplify, because ease of doing business starts from where we are, and that's why.
सिंगल ब्रांड रिटेल में ये रिलैक्स करने के बाद, लोकल सोर्सिंग नॉर्म्स को रिलैक्स करने के बाद, एप्पल के अलावा कौन-कौन सी कंपनियों को फायदा मिल सकता है? या
नहीं, जब भी पॉलिसी तय करते हैं, ये एक कंपनी के लिए नहीं तय करते हैं, जिनको भी इससे फायदा उठा सकते हैं उसके लिए करते हैं, और इसमें ऐसे कंप्लीटली ड्रॉप भी नहीं किया है. 3 years के लिए open up, and after that gradually for the next 5 years you're talking about this much in the 5th year, 4th year, 3rd year and so on, gradually for local sourcing का भी मान्यता देंगे.
Now to continue on the same question, while there has been an intent to open FDI in all sectors, there has been a limitation that is put in terms of single brand retail. What was the rationale behind that? Because before this there was a blanket clearance for local sourcing, but that has been put at 3+5 now. What was the rationale behind capping FDI?
The rationale is one for the word which has been dropped, but then which can be loosely used, state of art, technology which is very unique. When you're bringing those, you really sometimes have a problem as to what is the local sourcing that you can do. And in the search for that local sourcing, you're spending a lot of time, but yet that commodity is available in the market and all of us are buying them. So we didn't want this ambiguity to continue. But yet we are conscious that we need to protect Indian small industries. That local sourcing had a very noble objective. We can't completely forget it. So we thought we should allow them to come and stabilize, but then not to forget that commitment.
And in defense, you have opened up everything, including small arms. So it is free for all, come in and do it, or there will be some kind of security clearance needed, CCS or some intelligence agencies?
Absolutely defense related. Yes, we are making it automatic largely. But those clearances, and this is the guiding principle of this FDI. I'm answering you on specific question related to defense, but the larger principle guiding this FDI is, as I said, ease of doing business has got to be kept in mind. But there are enough regulatory framework everywhere in each of the ministries. So when it came to defense, for instance, the Home Ministry, Defense Ministry, intelligence related, all of them are already looking at all of these. So do we want to have one more layer of looking for clearance, looking for approval, looking for compliance? We didn't want that. If it is happening, but happening at one place rather than in several places. So to that extent we have tried to relax and simplify. Those due checks on different scores of internal security, national security, money trail, all that will still be checked up but only from one point, at one level.
How do you define cutting edge technology?
Just as we had a problem all the while defining state of the art. But I suppose the point to be noted is that we concede that these definitions will have to be simplified. The subsequent rules that will come for each of them will definitely bring in greater clarity. We wanted to be clear that this approval has taken place and we wanted to tell you all about it today, but gradually for each of them, clarity will emerge post this press note which has come today.
Now, is there any conditions attached with FDI in food marketing?
No, we've said it very clearly and that is something which was already mentioned in the budget by the finance minister. So we've kept in line and complied with what the finance minister has announced in the budget. There's nothing new about this one here. But we've got the approval from the point of view of consolidation in FDI, bringing in clarity and so on.
मैम अभी रीजनल एयरपोर्ट्स को कनेक्ट करने के लिए पॉलिसी का अनाउंसमेंट हुआ तो क्या एविएशन में जो ये नॉर्म्स जो बढ़ाया गया है तो क्या वो उसी को
दोनों वो पॉलिसी जो कल परसों में अनाउंस हुआ और जो एफडीआई उसके संबंधित विषय है ये दोनों तालमेल बिल्कुल रखते हैं इसमें कुछ भेदभाव नहीं है. We have completely kept in line with the FDI policy. The FDI policy is completely kept in line with the civil aviation policy which has been announced a few days ago.
Is just a supplementary question to that. So India is now allowing 100% FDI in this airlines with the government of the world. And probably we are one of the few countries in the world which will.
Yes, we'll be one of the very few countries in the world which have really brought in this kind of a fast and progressive move.
So what does it mean for the domestic airlines companies and particularly this Indian airlines?
See, we only recently announced the civil aviation policy and you saw that the observations and the way in which the policy has been welcomed. It is essentially to open up the Indian skies, essentially to make flying affordable, also to make sure that if there were any disparity between treatments of Indian and foreign airlines, we had to bring in parity and level playing field, ensure that now that we are opening up, credit or money investment will not be in shortage. We cannot open up and then say, oh my God, money is not coming, how are we going to handle it? We have to give them enabling environment so that the policy which has been towards opening up towards greater affordability is also given this infusion of capital because of clarity which is coming into the policy. That's the objective of this exercise.
मैं पूछा था कि 49% जब पिछली बार किया गया था तो उस वक्त जो एक्सपेक्टेशन थे एफडीआई में क्यों नहीं आया जो अभी नई सिविल एविएशन पॉलिसी आई है प्लस ये जो